They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. Callaway, the return man.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll drop to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left.
And he'll get that to the former Colt. It's Eric Ebron.
A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Come on. 15's the mic. 15's the mic.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
First and 10, Taylor now.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Second and 6. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. No score after one on EA Sports. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Callaway, the return man. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2nd and 4. Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Rolling to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Steelers 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 4. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On the move to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Callaway, the return man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Record. Under 10. Under 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
15. Mike 15. Yeah, let's get set.
Now back to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Callaway, the return man. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Eluding the pressure right. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They go play action here on first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Quez Watkins.
40 yards.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got 4. Alert flare, alert flare.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they'll work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Tight ends right. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down. Back and 60.
Back to throw again.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll roll him out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down.
Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. That's like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
They are not ready for us.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Callaway, the return man. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here. And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Callaway, the return man.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Colts are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Callaway, the return man. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Who that? Who that? Mike 9. Mike go.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
59 Mike. Check. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
They'll look to throw again. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Mike 9. Hurt. Bang L. Watch the run. They're running it.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down Talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Steelers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Callaway, the return man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And the clock will now stop as a time.